What up, big time gang? Now, I've been dabbling with different brands, really branching out, reaching out, just trying out new stuff for, let's say, almost a year. And this is a brand I never heard of before. The homie Abe over at R2A Watches sent this one over for me to check out, and I absolutely love it. It's different. It's kind of like an aviation piece. This brand is named Traser. I've never heard of it before. Swiss made. It's got a SELLITA SW200 in it. And the watch is just gorgeous. Blue and yellow look so good together. I love the NATO type strap. Just overall, good looking watch. So after the intro, we'll talk about it. So, Traser, this brand on R2A, this exact watch, as a matter of fact, is $9.99. And that's a lot of money for me, and I'm sure for most of you. To say this watch is worth it, that's in the eye of the beholder. I definitely like the watch. I personally wouldn't want to pay that much for it. It does have tritium tubes. They are T100. It looks great. I mean, look at that dial. So you've got two screw down crowns. This is the crown for the actual setting the time and the date. And then this crown here is for the internal bezel, bi-directional. And let's take this off and let's show you how that functions. So unscrew it. Now it's popped, and now you can see that like compass style bi-directional bezel is movable. Feels good, moves with ease, no binding. Let's set it, push it in, and then screw towards yourself. And there we go, that's screwed in. And then setting the time, the date, all that good stuff. Very smooth crown. One position out. Change the date. Two positions out. Change the time. And there you have it. And then back in. And screw down. No binding. That is important to me for functionality of a crown. I've had many watches in the past that when it goes to screw it back in, you gotta keep playing with it to get it to bite the threads right to be able to screw in properly. So that's one of my tests I do just to feel the quality of the watch. Quality is there. Black PVD coated case, very good looking. This one does have a dent there. I'm sure all of them don't. I'm sure this is a flaw in just this piece itself. This is called the Traser P68 Pathfinder Tritium. Kind of a long name, but that is the name that's listed on the site. That's the logo there. I'm really not sure how that logo goes. So it does go this way. Tritium tubes, this is model 109523. Like I said, Swiss SELLITA SW200. There is no exhibition case back. I will show you that case back though, just so you can see it. There is the case back. P68 Pathfinder automatic. MB Microtech H3 illumination. 1 GBQ tritium. Water resistant, 10 bars, Swiss made, 107587. And this is a 46 millimeter in diameter watch. it is 54.8 lug to lug. So from here to here, it is a big watch at 55 millimeters. 12.8 millimeters thick, not counting this NATO that adds probably another 3, maybe 4 millimeters of thickness to the watch. 24 millimeter lug width from here to here. And then we've got 8.9 millimeter crowns. So the crowns are rather large, 8.9 millimeters. Beautiful blue dial. The yellow accents, that yellow hand for the hour hand with the big tritium tube on it. The black PVD coating. The blue and yellow NATO. I just really, really like this watch. The inner bi-directional bezel. It's got a lot of things going for it. It's got a great, reliable, easy to work on movement, which is a SELLITA SW200. I just truly like this watch and the way it looks. And I actually asked Abe to let me keep it just a little longer for a live show I'm doing, which is probably already out by the time you see this video. But I like the watch that much. I wanted to be able to feature it in that live. So it's just a good overall looking watch. Sapphire crystal, anti-reflective coating. Just very, very good looking. Very simple. Everything is painted, tritium tubes applied. It just looks very, very clean. Even though it's busy, it's very legible, and I like that. Normally when a dial gets a little too busy, it's very hard to read. This one is not. Finishing is not the best. You can see ripples here on the lug. You can see stuff that, you know, manufacturing defects, like this dent, you know, that was dented, and then the PVD coating was put over it because it is not chipped. You can see the little imperfections there on the case. And for that price point, you know, I expect perfection. So for me, this watch is very, very nice, very attractive. I love the colors. But me personally, I wouldn't spend more than like $250, $300 on this watch just because I'm able to see the flaws, and just I don't see that price point at $1,000. I just can't justify it. But you know, to each their own. I'm just giving you my personal opinion. Not every watch I review can be 100% goal, and this is one of those that I really, really like the look. But I think for the price point, it could have been executed a little better. But Tracer, never heard of it. If you have a Tracer watch and you got a good story, you got one in excellent condition with no defects, let me know. I'm curious. I want, you know, maybe in the future, Abe will send me another one and I can see a different Tracer watch and really get to experience one that is upper echelon. But this one, I've worn it. I like it. I really do like it. It's just one of those pieces that fits what I wear, I guess you could say. I've got shoes that match it. I've got shirts that match it. And I don't own a watch with this colorway. So I think that's one of my main selling points, is that I'm one of those that I match my sneakers and my shirts to my watch. Or I match my watch to my sneakers and my shirt, I should say. And this one fits that bill for me. And so I think that's my main attraction to this watch, is more aesthetics, just looks. But the watch overall wears very comfortable. 46 millimeters. I have an 8¼ inch wrist. It wears well. I really dig the way the comfort. I'm not a strap guy. I prefer bracelet 99.9% of the time. This NATO strap wears very comfortable on me. It was done right. I can say that much. The NATO strap was done right. It feels good. Even though it adds a lot of thickness to the watch itself, it still sits good on my wrist. And yeah, if the price was better, I'd probably want to own this watch. I'll say that. The price is way too high for me to even consider. And you know, each watch brand has a right to charge whatever they want to charge. I personally just cannot justify spending $1,000 on a piece like this. So stay tuned for photos. And if you're shopping on R2A watches, enter the code TommyBigTim, all one word, all caps, and get you 15% off your purchase. Big shout out to my buddy Abe. Very appreciative that he continues to work with me and continues to send me these beauties for me to review and just get to experience. He lets me wear them. It's awesome. I'm very appreciative, and it's something that, you know, I wish more companies would invest in us smaller YouTubers so we can get more content, you know, because of course they're investing in the time tellers and stuff like that. They've got hundreds of thousands of subscribers because their content's going to get more noticed and more seen. But, you know, how are we ever going to grow unless we got really deep pockets to be able to experience brands that we'll never get to experience, you know? Like, I've never experienced an Omega. I've never experienced a Rolex. You know, I'd love to find an AD that would be willing to send me something like that to review. I obviously couldn't buy it. I could never afford it. But to experience it, you know? So anyways, enough rambling. Check out Tracer. See what you think. If you own one, please let me know in the comments. Remember, R2A watches, TommyBigTim code, 15% off. And as always, have a great day. Stay tuned for the photos, and God bless. Okay, there it is on my wrist. Nice amount of strap left for a bigger wrist. And I have it nice and snug, so I could probably let it go one hole to be a little loose. But since it's on the NATO, I figured I'd put it nice and tight. Very, very good looking watch. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And make sure if you're shopping on R2A watches, you put in the discount code TommyBigTim to get 15% off your purchase. And it's all one word. So there are those tritium tubes. There you go, you can see them. Not the best atmosphere for the tritium tubes right now, but they are glowing. I'll take some still photos and really be able to show you guys when it gets dark tonight. I'll do that to make sure that the still photos really showcase what the tritium tubes look like. Right now there's still daylight outside, and no matter how hard I try, as the studio still has a little bit of ambient light in it, so I will get that to look better for you. But that hour hand was glowing. That hour hand has the yellow underneath the tritium tube, and that thing was glowing bright. So I'll definitely get you better shots of that. I am going to wear the watch a few times, and I'll resume the video from there. But I really wanted to show you guys a watch. Pristine, brand new. The strap, you know, not conform to my wrist or anything like that. And then I'll give you the wearability in the same video.